Hey everyone, this is Pencil Studio SA. My name is Letaro and I make pencil drawings. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the necessary steps and the tools required in order to achieve such excellent and magnificent drawings such as this. Mind you that this is only part 1, and in this video I'll only go through the tools that I use, and in the next video, which I'm going to drop in about a week, it's where I will go into details of the techniques that I use when I draw things like shading. But without wasting any time, let's get into it. The first thing that you need is the most obvious one, guys, which is pencils. If you don't know a lot about realistic or portrait drawing, you definitely not you don't know a lot about pencils, but pencils are different, guys. We don't use just one pencil, because pencils have different type of darkness into it, and there's two types of pencils, which are charcoal and graphite, which I use graphite, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with graphite. The pencil that you might know is it's definitely this one. It's an HB. This HB, it refers to how dark or how light the pencil is. We have a set of pencils starting with 9H up until HB, then to 9B. From 9H up until downwards, going 8H, 7H, 6H up until 1H, which is just H. Those are the lightest pencil, guys, and we have the HB, which is the middle point, and from there it's B, 2B, 3B up until 9B, which are darker. The higher you go, the darker the pencils becomes, guys. And this is the box or the set of pencils that I use. The brand is I don't know, is Carandiach, something French, I don't know, maybe. But this is the set of pencils that I use, and if you're starting out, I recommend you to find any set of pencils and just try them out. And as you grow, as you continue to make drawings, you eventually will find a nice set of pencils that you enjoy and you like. The second thing that you need is obviously some piece of paper. The one thing that you should know that just like pencils, as there are different types of pencil, there's also different types of paper. There are some papers that are pretty much rough. The papers that are pretty much smooth. Like, there's different types of papers, and before you buy some paper, you should check it out and realize what kind of paper it is. Is it something that is smooth, or is it something that is rough, and what kind of texture does it have? And if you are willing to work on that kind of texture, then there's no problem with it. I use the Bristol Kensen paper, is the A3 paper. Is the paper that I use. So yeah, guys, it's a very smooth paper. There's no texture, it's just smooth, so it makes everything simple for me to draw or on this paper. And when I usually get the textures that you see from my drawings, it will be something that I personally created with drawing with these pencils and rubbers or anything like that. But the paper is so smooth, guys. It's like it's one of the smoothest papers ever. So yeah, like, if you want some smooth paper, I recommend this paper. And if you want something rough, just make a research. There's a lot of papers out there, and you will definitely find the one that you love eventually, and just keep on working on it. And the third thing that you need is rubbers, guys. Rubbers are not only used for mistake. That's something that drawing has taught me, realistic drawing has taught me, that rubbers are not only used for mistake, guys. So you do not only rub when you make a mistake. You can use a rubber to get more details, to get the highlights. So yeah, let me show you the rubbers that I use. The first rubber that I use is this. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's something like clay, but it's good when you shade, and after you've shaded with the pencil and smoothed out everything, this is a very good rubber just to give yourself some small highlights. And yeah, guys, I forgot the name of this rubber, but I'll definitely write it when I edit the video. The second rubber that I use is this rubber. I've also forgot its name, but as you can see, it's a very circular rubber that I use just to get some details also with it. I'll show some clips of me using it, so you know. The second last rubber that I use is the Tombow Mono Eraser. It's the thinnest. It's one of the thinnest pencils. The thinnest rubbers that you'll see out there. It helps me get one of those smallest details in the drawing. So when I want something like just a little bit of a dot in a drawing, this is something that I use. Like it can give me that much that rich highlight, guys. It's called a Tombow Mono Eraser. It's definitely my favorite tool to use when I'm drawing. The last rubber that I use is an electric and a creator color electric razor. This helps out a lot when I'm lazy, so sometimes to put out details with these rubbers, it takes a lot of time. So this is what I use. It's electric. You're gonna need some batteries obviously for it. So yeah, this is what it does. I just press on the paper on the drawing and it will just rub, and I'll just go on and make those dots that I need to create some details. It's very helpful. And yeah, those are the rubbers that you need, and you should definitely get them, or your drawing wouldn't be as detailed as you want. And the other thing that you need is blending tools. So apparently when you draw and you use your pencils to draw on a piece of paper, regardless of how smooth or how rough the paper it is, but the drawing it's still going to be a little bit rough. So in order to smooth it out, you need some blending tools. This is where these three come in. I use this to blend. They're called blending stumps, as that's their main job, just to blend and smooth out the drawing. I'll show you some clips of how they work, and they are very much helpful. And obviously, if you feel like that this is a lot for you to buy, blending stumps are something that you can also make by yourself at home by just using paper and maybe some salt tape to wrap it up. And yeah, guys, I think if you search on YouTube, you search how to make a blending stump at home, a video will pop out on how to make something like this. It's not going to be exactly like this, but yeah, it's going to be helpful. So yeah, if you feel like this is expensive or this is getting out of hand, at least that's one less thing to worry about. The other thing that I use to blend is this. Believe it or not, yes, toilet paper. It's one thing that I also use to blend. Actually, I use it more than I use those blending stumps because it can smooth out the drawing better than anything. I prefer to use the toilet paper to blend out anything on the drawing more than using the blending stumps. Obviously, I have to use the blending stumps for the smaller details or the smaller portion that needs blending. But if I'm working on a larger medium or larger scale that needs blending, this is what I use. The other thing that you need is the cheapest of them all, because it's basically free, but not really, guys. As you know, that Rome was not built in one day, so drawings are also not that simple to accomplish, guys. So such drawings can take you up to weeks of drawing or even months. When you convert, the time that you spend on a single drawing can be up to, more than 20 hours, guys. So yeah, like, you're gonna need a lot of time to spend on your drawing. So if you are studying and you don't have so much time to spare, I wouldn't recommend you to start drawing so soon. You should focus on your studies, and when you have so much time to spare, that's when you can really get into drawing. And yeah, guys, like, it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of time to finish such a drawing. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. This is where I leave you. So subscribe and turn on that notification bells on, so when I drop part 2, you get notified and learn these techniques that I use. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching.